Howdy YouTube. Working on a Blazer here tonight. Not going to go too deep into it because I don't know if I'm going to use these plans here or what's going to come of these plans, yada yada so on, or when or if this video or those videos are coming out. So anyway, for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you how to measure the back of your vehicle. And for the sake of video, let's say I'm putting a piece of plywood down on the bottom just to keep stuff off the carpet, you know, just a little cargo protector, which is what I will be doing. Probably either way, plans or not, now that I think of it, but I'm brainstorming here a little bit. And to do that, I need some measurements here on the size of the back of the Blazer. So, take a good look at the back of your vehicle. This is my Blazer, as I said. So, key things to note. The back seat, it folds down and up, so I still want to be able to have the seat folded up to use. So that's going to be my stopping point, right where this straight edge is stopped at. Other shapes of just the general shape: straight back, straight front. On this side, wheel well right there, and a very large indent right there. On this side, wheel well, and right here where the indent is on the other side, that's where they keep the extra, well, not the extra, that's where they keep the tire iron, wheel chocks, and jack, as you can see in there. So if you take a good look at it, there's a little indent right there. Let me get my tape measure out here. Right there. There's a little indent, very small. So, we'll take the general shape, and I use graph paper and a pencil. Take your general shape and draw it out. So, it's skinnier up front, wider in the back. There's two jut outs. Obviously, one's bigger than the other. But we'll take the measurements here in a minute once I show you how to do that. So all I use is, this is a plywood / drywall T-square, 48-inch heavy-duty adjustable T-square by Empire, if you can read upside down. So, lay your T-square out. You can use this if you want to for that measurement, but I just use it as a straight edge. So, if you go over to my notes, front to back length, 37 1/4. If you look here, this is the little straight edge is on this part of the trim. I want it at the edge of the carpet. And I left a little bit of gap up front just for clearance with the seat. So 37 1/4. I crawled up in there, took a measurement from the inside of that wheel well across to the inside of that wheel well. Right there. Pardon all the junk. Stay. That measurement right there, 37 1/2 inches. So, now we got to look at the back. If you can see there, 48 inches. I drew a tape from this edge right there all the way over to the inside right there. Got 48 inches, as I said. So here comes a more complicated part. It's not that complicated. It helps if you have a straight edge. A yardstick would work. And if not, I've done it before. You just got to eyeball it and guess. So, the easier measurement of these is to measure the length of the wheel well measure the length of the wheel well from the furthest point back, which is the back seat, forward to where it starts to jut out into our opening. So, just lay your tape measure down, crawl up in there, grab a measurement, 18 inches. Right there, 18 inches. Right there. It is the same on both sides. $18 puts us right at the corner of that panel. Okay, that's the easy part. This side is a little bit easier than this side, but I'll show you. So, take your straight edge, line it up with something. I use the back trim panel here. And what you're going to do is take measurements down the entire length of the straight edge. So, you'll notice it's about 6.5 inches all the way down to about the 26-inch mark, 27-inch mark. Back here, it is about 5 inches. Oh, that's up on the edge here a little bit. About 4 3/4, 5 inches. So, your straight edge is not going to change. Obviously, it's straight. So, that is how you get your jut out right here. Do the same over here, right here. This one's obviously bigger, as you can see, than that side, like I said. So, measurements I came up with, 1 3/4 on the driver's side, and 8.5 to 9 inches on the passenger side. These don't have to be 100% exact because A, it's just a panel you're going to put in your trunk. B, I'm making it of plywood, so I'll cut it big, cut it to fit, and then C, I'm going to wrap it in fleece or some sort of carpeting, I think. So, you'll need some wiggle room anyway. Okay, so, how I got those numbers, you ask? On your straight edge, up front here, is wider than in the back. Subtract your rear measurement from your front measurement, and that's what gave me 8.5 to 9 and 1 3/4. So, also, on your, I'm missing a measurement actually, I didn't measure right here. So, I will figure that out in a second. Anyway, your measurement here, what you're going to do is you're going to, again, measure back until you see it starting to change. And remember where that is. And measure from that point to your point of reference, which is the back here on the trim panel for me. And I got, for the driver's side, 16 inches at its shortest point. So, if I hold you there, we'll measure this. Guesstimation. It dips in and out there in the corner, so it will need trimmed. but I'm going to call it 12 inches. And that'll leave me enough room to trim for clearance. So I will mark that in my notes right here. So this is kind of like basic drafting and design making. Okay, so that there gives me the room to see what I can. So A, I can cut that shape out and it'll fit in here. B, I can use this shape to figure out the area, the surface area, to figure out if what I want to put in here, if anything. In cargo space capacity. I can also calculate volume off of that. But this, if you do it like this, okay, that gets you what you have. Now, you could also use this style of drafting to measure a space. Say you have a 36-inch cubby hole in your house. You know, 36 inches, you could make a 36-inch wide spot and design whatever you want inside that 36 inches. And you can use these squares off of every 2, 4, 6 inches, whatever you want to do. And you could design your own bookshelf, cabinet, whatever it is you want to make. So, you can use this fundamentals here, I guess you can call it, to do a number of things. And, I don't know, I've always used graph paper. Here's something else I've drawn up, you know. Just designs. This is my new book. I go through a lot of graph paper. I also lose a lot of books. But, yeah, so I just thought I'd show you guys how to do that stuff. And if I make something for the back here, which I very well may do, I'll try to video it for you guys. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more. I would greatly appreciate it. You can follow me social media, both Facebook and Instagram, K30Crazy. That's the end of all my videos. Stay crazy and have a good one, people.